Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your Akazaki Yahoo, and I start this broadcast as I would start any broadcast by first of all giving all praise, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua Hamashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say shalom, wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, indeed. It's lucky. I just had a thought and it messed my whole path thinking up here. I said, I'll take the first seven, thinking like we're
And
going to
that's
read the
all we
whole thing
right.
tonight.
Yeah, God.
I just thought about that, Salaki.
Yeah. I
Salaki.
figured like we do 3 or 4 or something like that. I
Okay,
figured you figured it out in a minute.
Kai. Yeah, because I looked at the thing and I saw it's seven on here. Salaki, my apologies. Yeah, I just had a little bit of a brain fart there. And right before we came on, I said I read seven and I could read seven. But yeah, we're not gonna do a whole 14 tonight. We're in the book of Hosea. We're gonna do the first seven books tonight, and we'll do the other seven tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm thinking about, Salaki. Uh, but now I'm completely lost. Yeah, so to the 12 tribes, yeah, peace and blessings. And yeah, so Salaki, I'm so sorry. I blew that one. Uh, but let's go ahead and get into this thing. I'm joined by my most esteemed Aunt Kenanaya. Shalom, Aki.
Hey, shalom, my key. Shalom, Yasharal. All praises to the Most High for allowing us another opportunity to get into this word. All right?
Hallelujah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And my sincerest apologies. I don't know. It's ironic how that just came because I literally said, yeah, I'll do first seven and you do the next seven. And it even dawned on me like, no, we doing seven and then we doing seven tomorrow. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my brain went somewhere else. But okay, let's move on. And let's go ahead and get into this book, the book of Hosea. And I'll pick up here with chapter number one, Hosea's wife and children. So apparently we're going to get some history on this man of the Most High. All right. And the word of Yahuwah came unto Hosea, the son of Beri, in the
Mm-hmm.
day of Uzziah, uh, Yama,
Your
Yatham,
thumb, come.
Salakia,
Mm-hmm.
Salakia. I don't know where I got Yama from. Yatham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Yehuda, in the days of Jeroboam, son of Joash, king of Israel, in the beginning of the word of Yahuwah by Hosea. And Yahuwah said unto Hosea, Go, take unto you a wife of whoredom and children of whoredom, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from Yahuwah.
My. You know
Wow.
what's that Hosea mean?
Oh yeah, Khan. That's right. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at his name.
I mean it looks totally different, but I want to say it
Hoshea.
means save as well.
Salvation. Yeah.
Salvate kind. Yep.
Yeah. O'Shea, that's another Hoshea.
Mm-hmm.
So you got
That was Joshua. He
yeah,
was called Hoshea at one point.
Khan. Yeah, it's like about three different ways that you can kind of look at it here. Yeah, family name of Joshua, son of Nun. So yeah, Khan. Okay. All right. Well, let's continue here. Wow. Mm. Most High said, "Take you a wife of whoredom and have children of whoredom." Whew.
You know he's getting ready to make a point when he directs you to do something
Oh,
like that. Like,
definitely. But
uh,
who? Can you imagine getting that? Like what?
mm, right,
What?
right.
I I think the devil's trying to talk to me.
You're right.
You
Exactly.
know, it's literally like, nah, this can't be what I'm thinking it is. Verse 3. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of, that don't even look good. Let's see what that is before we try to pronounce it. Uh,
Indeed.
which conceived and bare him a son. Let's see. Now, I'm not going to front. I have not read through this whole book here, so some of this will be news to me. It means two cakes, so that's good. The father of Hosea's wife, Gomer. That's ironic that the name would be Gomer. That's
Japhet, isn't it?
Japheth's son. Yeah, one of
Mm-hmm.
Japheth's children. Like, um, was that Dib La Yim?
Khan. Diblayim.
Dib La Yim.
Diblayim.
Two cakes. Two cakes. Okay, that's a strange name, but let's
Hmm.
continue. Verse 4. And Yahuwah said unto him, call his name Yezreel, Yezreel, for yet a little while will Salakia, will I avenge the blood of Yezreel upon the house of Yehu, or Yehu, uh, Yehu, yeah, that's right, Yehu,
Mm-hmm.
and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. So let's check out, I know we looked at Yezreel before, right?
Yeah, Khan. Khan. I don't remember exactly what it meant.
Yeah,
Something of Most High. Yeah.
yeah, the Most High Souls. Okay, come, let's continue here. All right. All right, verse 5. And it shall come to pass at the day, at that day, that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And the Most High said unto him, call her name uh,
La Ruhama.
Leruhamah. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one. I'm like, for I will no more mercy. Slakia. For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I
Mm.
will utterly take them away. My goodness, well that is some heavy.
It's a dreadful
Whew,
thing to hear.
man, I will no more have mercy on the house of whew, La Hama. Yep, you hit it out. No mercy.
Mm.
Wow.
You gotta remember that. It
Yeah.
need to go on a shirt.
La Hama.
La Ruhama.
Like on Cobra Kai, you know.
Mm. No, what
La
was that? They said
Hama.
no surrender, wasn't it?
Nah, it was strike
No
first,
mercy.
strike hard, no mercy. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Here, God.
Yeah. Okay, verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Yehuda, and I will save them by Yahuwah their power. And I will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Now, when she had weaned Leruhamah, I said it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, con. I don't know why I was thinking I got it wrong. She conceived and bare a son. So she up to the third child now, verse 9. Then the Most High uh, called his name La Mim, La Mimi,
Lo,
Lo Mimi,
lo amim. Lo ami, I believe. Lo ami.
Lo Ami.
Lo amin.
We'll check
Lo
that again.
amin.
For you have not my people, and I will not be your power.
Mm.
Wow. Oh my goodness. If Abba said that to me, I don't know what I'll do. I don't even think I'm strong enough to take that. Not my people. Uh, Lo am me. Lo am me. Wow. Not my people. Whew. Yeah, that's a dagger. All right, let's continue. Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them, You are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, You are the sons of the living power. Then shall the children of Yehuda and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Yezreel. All praises.
Hallelujah.
Yes, indeed. That is a barakah. Let's continue here. Chapter 2. Israel, faithfulness. Uh,
Unfaithfulness.
Israel's unfaithfulness condemned. Salakia. Salakia. All right, verse 2. Chapter 2, Salakia, verse 1. Say you unto your brethren, uh, am me,
And, and me.
and me, Tolaki, and to your sister, uh, Ru'amah, Ruhamah,
No mercy.
no mercy. Mm. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredom out of her sight, and her adulteress from between her breasts. Uh, Lest I strip her naked and set her as in the days that she was born, and make her as the wilderness, and set her like the dry land, and slay her with her thirst. Okay, just trying to process what I'm reading here. Verse four,
Mm-hmm.
and I will, verse four, and I will have no mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredom, for their mother hath played the harlot. She that conceived them have done shamefully, for she said, I will go after my lovers, and give me my bread and my water. Slakia. I will go after my mothers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, my oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way
Right.
with thorns, and make the wall, and make a wall that she shall not find her path. Verse 7. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them, for she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better for me, was it better with me than now. So, all right, so he's laying this thing out here. Uh, let's stop at verse 7. Yeah, kind. So let's back up a little bit here. Um, Say unto your brethren, uh, plead with your mother, and huh. I'm trying to get the exact context. I follow what's going on, but like, is he telling him that this is what we are looking at, or is this not what's actually happening right now? I mean, this is he's giving basically like an overview, if I understand what I'm looking at, what I'm reading. Uh, These are stripper naked. Yeah, this verse 7 says, and I will show her, and she shall follow her after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. Yeah, so he's talking about her lovers being those idols. You know, he's talking about, of course, the northern kingdom and dealing with those idols. And she shall seek them, but not find them, because they're
Mm-hmm.
nothing to be found. And she shall say, I will go and return to my first husband. Her first husband was the Most High. That's
Indeed.
who she should have been dealing with. It was better for me then than it is now, because she's not getting nothing out of those idols. So, verse 8, For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which which you prepared for that evil one, for that idol thing
Hmm.
we don't say here. Yeah. Verse 9. Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof, and my wine in the season thereof, and will recover my wool and my flax, given to cover her nakedness. He said, I'm taking my stuff back.
Hmm.
You want to go and do that? All right, I'm gonna take mine back. And what you gonna have in? Because you're gonna find out that this fake stuff you're doing is not gonna profit you anything. And once you got my provision taken away, you're not gonna have anything. Verse 10. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none shall deliver her out of my hand. Like no, no they're not gonna protect you because they can't protect themselves.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I mean he really laid it out here. Verse 11. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. So yeah, you think you're doing little things for me on the side, but your heart is all into this wickedness.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take away all that stuff. Verse 12. And I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she hath said, These are my reward from my lovers have given. Slakia. These are my rewards that my lovers have given me, and I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them. And I will visit upon her the days of the evil ones, which she burned incense to them, wherein she burned incense to them, and she decked herself with her with her earrings and her jewelry, and she went after her lovers and forgot me, saith Yahuwah. So yeah, he gonna make them pay. He's talking about it like it's a woman, but he's talking about the northern kingdom that you know that went off and after these idols. So
Hmm.
verse 14, restoring of Israel, chapter the book of Hosea, chapter 2 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her, and I will give her vineyards from there, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope, and she shall sing there as in the days of her youth, and as in the days when she came up out of the land of Mizraim. And it shall be at that day, saith Yahuwah, that you shall call me Ishi, and shall no more call me that evil name again multiplied. Uh,
So
mm,
that issue is that that's husband, isn't it?
yeah, Khan. Let's look at that. Matter of fact, just to make sure. Yeah, Ishi, you gonna call me
Ish.
Ishi like man is in yeah husband
Mhm.
right here. I think this is the only place we see that. No, no, it's well that
Mhm.
version is using man here in Genesis 23 and 24. Therefore, the man Ishi. She uses translated his husband right here. Genesis 3 gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So, yeah. Uh, verse 17. For I will take away the name of the evil one out of her mouth. As you see, that's why we don't say that. Because he done took
Mhm.
away that, and I don't know, I'm not saying we Northern Kingdom, uh, but I'm not gonna say which I wouldn't dare say I'm one way or another. But I can tell you this: I see myself in this book. So
Indeed.
yes, indeed. All right, verse 17 again. For I will take away the name of the evil one out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of Shamaim, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. I'm looking forward to that day.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. No more of that. Just, whew. You know, honestly, I wonder, like, what is the world? What would a world even be without drama and fighting and craziness? You know, what would it be? What would it be? It's going to be interesting. We've been so consumed with it for since since Cain slew Abel. So,
Indeed. It's been a constant. It's been a
yeah,
constant.
indeed, indeed. Verse 19, and I will betroth you unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth you unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in loving kindness and in mercies. And I will betroth you unto me in faithfulness, and you shall know Yahuwah. And it shall come to pass in that day I will hear, saith Yahuwah. I will hear from Shamaim, and they shall hear, and they shall hear the earth, and the earth shall hear the corn and the wine and the oil, and they shall hear Yezreel, and I will sow her upon Slakia, and I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not Slakia, that had not ordained mercy, and I will say unto them which were not my people, you are my people, and they shall say, you are my power.
Hallelujah.
That is
You
beautiful.
know, uh, we you had mentioned that we don't know if we're a northern tribe or
Mm,
what tribe specifically we come from, but this is inclusive to all Israel,
mhm.
because all Israel was removed from their borders,
Time.
and what we're reading is the Abba restoring his people,
Mhm.
and you say it every week. We
Right.
patiently wait
Oh
that
yeah.
day.
Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. I can't wait. I really can't. And
Indeed.
I think we talked about, was that last week or the week before, where I thought about, it just came to me like, man, what, imagine that first Passover we're gonna have in the land,
Oh man,
and you just think about that, and I mean just the goosebumps that come up, on my skin, just to think about that, like, wow. And just think though, it's some people in the earth right now that are thinking that they're gonna go to heaven, and
right, right.
and they're gonna be like, "What's that first Christmas gonna be like?"
Right, and that's it's some folks that passed away,
Right?
uh, thinking that they're gonna be singing Yule log. What is it? Yule carols or something
Oh
like that.
yeah,
They
yeah,
they
right,
think it's just going.
yeah.
I It's sad. It's
That's
sad.
sad.
That
It
the
really is.
Oban, the Abba never, and that's his will. He
Right,
decided not to open up their eyes for some
right.
reason.
Kind. Yeah, yeah. That's a reality that exists. Is our people, are scattered in not only across this earth but across many different doctrines, many different ideologies. And rather than getting into this book and really just taking it for what it's worth, they They're sucked into those what there have to be alternate lifestyles, because it's not in accordance to what's written. So you're dealing with these uh, ideologies of men, and man, yeah. So let's continue. Chapter number 3. Yeah, this Hosea is really short.
Mhm.
We probably could read the whole thing tonight, but we'll save some for
Yeah,
tomorrow. Hosea's second symbolic marriage, chapter 3 and verse 1. Then said Yahuwah unto me, Go ye, love a woman, beloved of her friends, yet an adulteress, according to the love of Yahuwah, according to the children of Israel, who look to to idols, to other deities, and love flagons of wine. There's that flagons of wine again.
hmm
Verse 2. Uh, so I brought her to me for 15 pence of silver, and for an homer of barley, and a half homer of barley. So a homer and a half of barley. Oh wow, this is super short. Verse 3. And I said unto her, You shall abide for me many days, and you shall not play the harlot, and you shall not be for other men. So I will also be for you. And the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a uh, tim, 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 taperum. Taperum. I don't remember what taperum is. We got to look at that one real quick.
yeah, come.
I remember the rest of these. I know of course, the ephod. That's what the priests wear. Tefillum,
Terrafin.
teraphim. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, idol,
Mm.
idolatry, image, teraphim, family idol, a kind of idol used in household shrines of worship. So when they say idol, I wonder if they mean like actual. Let me see what else we see. Yeah, image is the
Man,
same
so
word for.
so look at this. Like when I saw that word right there, images. The
Mm,
first thing that popped in my mind was family portraits.
mm,
You know how like oftentimes like we put those family portraits, and I could be totally off, but
uh,
we put those family portraits like up on the wall and kind of make a shrine out of it.
yeah,
You know what I
kind,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And I don't
That's
know, maybe that's not what that's saying. Maybe that's talking about something else. But
well. I mean, when we read this where this was Laban, he was sharing his sheep, and Raquel had stole his images that were her father's. So
hmm
that's where she stole his idols, and Raquel had taken the images, the idols. Uh,
okay,
then we come down uh, in Judges, the man Michael and a house of idols had made an ephod and a same exact word teraphim, and
hmm
concealed one of his sons who became a priest, and concealed one of his sons who became a priest. Um, interesting, interesting. Okay, all right. Well, let's continue here. Verse 5. Afterwards shall the children of Israel turn and seek Yahuwah their power, and Dawid their king, and shall fear Yahuwah and his goodness in the latter days. So this I've seen this one used by the OT onlys. Like they gonna seek David their king, not JC.
right.
Like nobody's seek. Well, no righteous people seeking JC. That's just But let's continue. All right, verse 4. The Most High's controversy with Israel. I say verse 4. I'm tripping. I don't know what I'm tripping, but chapter 4.
Yeah, I was still following. God,
God. Let me get rid of this little thing here. Little ads they like to put up. Um, all right, the book of Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 1. The Most High's controversy with Israel. Hear the words of Yahuwah, you children of Israel, for Yahuwah have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor
Mm,
mercy, nor
mm,
knowledge
mm.
of the Most High in the land.
Okay, we
Yeah,
can draw a parallel with
Con,
us now.
yeah, yes
Our
indeed,
people that are in the church. They, like you just mentioned it.
yeah,
Thinking about JC, that's not true.
yes indeed,
Um, I'm
yes,
trying to think. I'm trying to apply that no mercy. Oftentimes if we see what we've seen here recently
mm-hmm,
is that when these police officers have
yeah,
killed us, that the family members are showing these police officers mercy. But
right,
if the case was a black on black, it wouldn't be any mercy.
no,
It's why
no,
we do each other.
Con,
We don't read, so we lack the knowledge, so
right,
we're ignorant of the
yeah,
Most High. You know.
yes indeed, you hitting it on the head. You hitting it on the head. You have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. They are completely away from His ways, and most of our people are like that. Unless you in His
Hmm.
truth, unless you studying His Word, unless you are reading His Torah and applying it, and not just reading it and hearing it. I'm talking about applying it. Then you falling right into that chapter in that verse 1 there, verse 2. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery. They break out and blood touch blood. So yeah, you talking about all manner of wickedness, lying and
Hmm.
killing and stealing and committing adultery and breaking out, and they just evil for evil. Blood touches blood. That's evil for evil. Verse 3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwell therein shall languish, and with the beasts of the field, and with the fowl of Shamaim, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For your people are as they that strive with priests, are as they that strive with priests. Verse 5. Therefore shall you fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with you in the night, and I will destroy your mother. My goodness.
Mm.
Whew, my goodness. Verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because you
Ignorance.
have, yes, indeed, that's what lack of knowledge is, being ignorant. Because you have rejected knowledge. So they're not knowing of knowledge, they are rejecting the knowledge.
Hmm.
I will also reject you, that you shall be no priest to me. Seeing you have forgotten the law of your power, I will also forget your children.
God have mercy.
I
I,
tell you,
that you shall be no priest to me.
God.
If you are from one of these 12 tribes
Hmm.
and the Most High is telling you that you are no priest to him,
Right.
you're supposed, that's your job, is
It's
to
your
be
calling.
a
Hmm.
king and a priest.
Yes, indeed.
And if you have lost your savor, you are no good for nothing but fit for destruction.
Destruction. Try not
This is
to.
this is why 2/3 of our people will be destroyed for the hardness of their hearts.
Hmm.
When they hear this truth,
God.
oftentimes they reject it, and it's simpler just continuing to live the way that you are. But he's bringing the kingdom to you by way of your brothers who he's already woke up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I will also forget your children. Whew, man, that is some heavy.
Mm,
That is some heavy word right there. You know what I'm saying? That is some heavy word. So
God.
let's continue. My goodness. Yes, indeed. Verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will charge their glory into Slaki. I will change their glory into shame. Yeah. So that's exactly what's happened. We increased. We got more and more. We continued, and their sins we sinned worse and worse against the Most High. Therefore, He changed our glory into shame. And yeah, we went into shame, carried away, carried out of our lands into lands of our enemies to serve them. And yet here we are today, the land of our enemies, just what the script say earlier, languishing.
Hmm.
Uh, what was that at? Yep, right there in verse 3. Everyone that dwell therein shall languish. And that's exactly where we are. All right. Verse here it is, verse 8. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests,
Hmm.
and I will punish them for their ways and reward them their doings. You know, I was thinking about uh, before we got on. I was thinking about what was I thinking about? I was thinking about when I got immersed, and I had they recorded it for me, and I put it on my Facebook page. And people in where I'm from, they was talking about it in the church. In the churches, they was like, "Yeah, one of the brothers who was a minister done went
He's
and got
he's a
yeah."
right.
He said he said they didn't win. He didn't win and got. He didn't say my name or anything, but he said now one of them went and got baptized into something else, like into something else. Like brother,
Right.
you know
Unstudied, unlearned, man.
exactly, exactly. And it made me think about how uh, I know we were talking about these other people, the people in the land now, and things of that nature. And somebody said, "Well, I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness, my thoughts are all over the place." But I heard somebody's voice in the past say, uh, "The the people in the land are the people of the Most High." And it made me wonder, like, if they the people of the Most High, then why do they hate you so much? You know, why
Right.
do they hate
Right.
our people so much? Why are we hated among all people? Why do everybody hate us? Why do everybody not only hate us, want to kill us?
Hmm.
Like, why are they so willing to just destroy our people? Like,
Come.
in opportune time in the right situation, like they will take you, like literally take you out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's strange that they the people, but yet they hate us. If we the people, who we hate? You
Hmm.
know, the ones that do evil to us. I mean, that's not that's not even real. But you know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at a gazelle for you know being not cool with the cheetah.
Right.
When every time you see the cheetah, you got to run.
Right.
So you can't be mad at the gazelle for that. I mean, but let's continue. I don't know where they even came from, but verse verse 9, and there shall be I just read that one, verse 10. For they shall eat and have nothing else. Slakia. Verse 10. For they shall eat and not have enough, and shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to Yahuwah,
You
because they
know,
have left off to take heed from Yahuwah. Go ahead.
you know, for they shall eat and not have enough. The Most High says that, you uh take a cup of my drink, you're not gonna
Right.
thirst
You don't
anymore
thirst.
or
Right.
hunger
Right.
anymore. Eat of my flesh and you're
That's
not
it.
gonna want anymore.
Uh-huh.
So this is almost lining up with, it's almost like the Messiah was speaking
Right.
uh
Right out of here. Yeah.
Almost parallel to this book right here, you know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. He said they could shall commit whoredom and shall not increase. Like they're not gonna get nothing from it. And that's man, that's so prevalent today.
Huh.
I mean, you got people definitely having children, but man, in this demographic, in this age demographic, these women still raising children from previous relationships, most of them, and they meet a righteous man. They know seeds coming. I mean, very few with some happening, but it's definitely not what it could be. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
verse 11: whoredom and wine and new wine, taking away, take away the heart. My people ask counsel in their stocks, and their staffs declare it unto them. For the spirit of whoredom have caused them to err. They have gone a whoring from under their power. They sacrifice upon the tops of mountains, and burn incense upon hills, under oaks and poplars of elms. It's like and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice to harlots. Therefore, the people that do not understand shall fall. Through you, Israel, Salakia, though you, Israel, play the harlot, yet let not Yehuda offend, and come not you unto Gilgal. Uh, neither go you up to uh, Beth,
Beth Beth Haven.
Bethaven, Todaki, nor swear Yahuwah, Yahuwah liveth.
Wow.
Right.
You know what? Wow.
It's the T.
Um, we read through those difficult verses where the Northern Kingdom was going off,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, here we hear the Most High telling them not to come to Southern Kingdom. You
Right.
know,
Hmm. Yeah. As they was, but and I was thinking about that too, actually the other day, because when we were reading that, and I was like, man, it seemed like it was quite a few of them that was left that came, because it was some from each tribe, because some mocked, and then some of the others they humbled themselves and they came to the Passover. Was that I'm trying to remember now? Was that the one that Hezekiah did, or was that one that
uh,
Hosea, Hosea did?
you're right. Both. I want to say it was Hezekiah Yahoo is when
Okay,
the Southern or Northern Kingdom, those remaining, ended
okay,
up coming. Yep. And then
yeah.
Josiah threw one that I want to say that they said it wasn't as big, hadn't been a biggest Passover since Hezekiah.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
I want to say that's how it was
okay,
written, but
yeah. I had to go back and look at that again
it
and
come.
get some. But yeah, yeah. So, but I mean, that just goes to show that a lot of them was left. So but even then, even some of them were still proud. Too proud to say I'm gonna come down and take part with it. But some of them actually humbled themselves and was like, "Man, I'm coming. I want to
Hmm.
be, I want to be down." So, uh, verse 16, for Israel backslide, Salaki. For Israel slide back as a backsliding heifer.
Hmm.
Now Yahuwah have fed them as a lamb in a large place. Ephraim has joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers her rulers with shame do love. Give you. Verse 19. The wind have bound up, Slaki, the wind have bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed before their sacrifices.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm thinking this wind have bound up her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of her sacrifices. Ashamed because of their sacrifices. Oh, okay, Slaki, I read that. I'll chop that up. Okay, kind. Let me go back here. So for Israel, slide back as a backsliding heifer. So a backsliding heifer, that's like a cow, and you would use a cow to move stuff. And
mhm,
if that joker wasn't sure-footed, then it would slide back, and that could be catastrophe. Because you can't pick up a cow, can't help a cow up. You know what I'm saying? Especially in them days, unless you had a crane or something. But they didn't have that back then. Um, Now Yahuwah will feed them as a lamb in a large place. I don't understand what that is. Feed them as a lamb in a large place. It would make sense if it said will feed them with a lamb in a large place, as referring to like the Passover lamb, which would be the Mashiach. That would make sense. But now Yahuwah will feed them as a lamb in a large place. What does a large place mean?
mhm.
Let's see. This is 4,800. Merkawa,
Milk.
Merkah. Border or roomy place, wide expansion. That's not. I don't understand what that means. What
Right.
that's referring
This
to.
is this is it's one of those idioms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Uh, so like we before that we heard about a backsliding
Heifer.
cow. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? A heifer. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering is that's like stubborn, a stubborn cow. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
can't push it forward.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what that feeding the lamb like. It's something not good. That's all I
Yeah.
really know.
Yeah. I'm thinking that as well. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Ephraim has joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continuously. Her rulers, her rulers with shame do love, give you. Her rulers with shame do love, give you. So the rulers that would be the kings of and probably the judges as well, the individual judges that were set up. Uh, so they were just basically they was we read through that already, and they were way off. They was doing some
Hmm.
terrible stuff.
Indeed.
Uh, Verse 19: the wind had bound her up in her wings. So the wind, that means that she'd been carried, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Yeah, so I get that they should be ashamed because of their sacrifices. They were sacrificing idols. So yeah, they should definitely be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Once you realize that you was doing that for naught, especially when you got the power of Shamaim and Eretz. I mean, yeah. Why in the world would you you know? But all right, let's continue. We wrap this thing on up. You want to take
Come.
5 and 6 and
Indeed. In
7 and
seven.
all right, okay.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 5. The people's apostasies rebuked. Verse 1. Hear ye this, O priests, and hearken, yea, house of Israel, and give ye ear, O house of kings, for judgment is toward you, because ye have been a snare on this pot, and a net spread upon Tabor. And the revolters are profound to make slaughter, though I have been a rebuker of them all. I know Ephraim, and Israel is not hid from me. For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom, and Israel is defiled.
Mm.
It's another proclamation against
right.
the Northern Kingdom.
Yes,
You know,
indeed. Committing whoredom and the cause, and Ephraim was the leader. Ephraim
Indeed,
was the
I.
leader because that's where Rehoboam or Jeroboam came from.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, he was Ephraim. So, and then of course that goes all the way back to uh, Joshua son of Nun was Ephraim.
It kind, indeed, I,
Yeah,
indeed. You
yeah,
know, uh, you know, we don't hear about anybody turning in their graves in the scripture.
right,
We know that
right,
that's a man-made term,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you have to wonder how he
yeah.
is looking down upon his
Exactly.
descendants.
Like, what in the world are y'all doing? Y'all bugging. What y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Like,
Come.
man, yeah, yeah, kind of.
All right, verse 4. They will not frame their doings to turn unto their power, for their spirit of whoredom is in the midst of them, and they have not known Yahweh. And the pride of Israel do testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Yehuda also shall fall with them. A proclamation against all
Right.
the nation of
All
Yashar,
nation.
right
Yes,
here.
one thing. Like, you're
Yeah.
not gonna get away. Yeah, y'all do y'all evil too. What you thinking you just, for the sake of the Most High's name, He gonna keep you for a while. But once that time is up, you're gonna be carried away as well. And
Mm-hmm.
Babylonians came and took them right on out the land.
Come.
Hmm.
Verse 6. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahweh, but they shall not find him. He hath withdrawn himself from them. Again, the
That's
Messiah says, seek me and you shall find me,
right.
and just feel like the Messiah was well versed in this word,
Oh,
man.
definitely,
It
definitely.
was it was it was him, This
Yeah.
is him proclaiming these things.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was. It's definitely like you could tell he was full of this word.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was. It wasn't just something that he read. It was a part of him. So he was. To say he was there is an understatement, but you know, he was right there. You can definitely
Mm-hmm.
see his words and where he was coming from directly from these books. So
Indeed. Verse 7. They have dealt treacherously against Yahweh, for they have begotten strange children. Now shall mouth devour them with their portions. Blow ye the cornet in Gibeah, and the trumpet in Ramah. Cry aloud at Beth Haven. After thee, O Ben Amin, Ephraim shall be desolate in the day of rebuke. Among the tribes of Israel have I made known that which shall surely be. The princes of Yehuda were like them that remove the bound. Therefore, I will pour out my wrath upon them like water. Ephraim is oppressed and broken in judgment, because he willingly walked after the commandment. Therefore, will I be unto Ephraim as a moth, and to the house of Yehuda as rottenness.
wow,
Man, when
wow,
Ephraim's, hey, this is it does something to you. Like
man,
hearing this.
I'm telling you.
And it came to be, it came to
Right.
pass.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should have read this before we even went into not judges, but into Kings.
It
That would have
come.
kind of put it in the kind of set up the
Indeed,
what was coming. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
to understand. So
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, verse 13. When Ephraim saw his sickness and Yehuda saw his wound, then went Ephraim to the Assyrian and sent to King Yareb, yet could he not heal you, nor cure you of your wound. For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Yehuda. I, even I, will tear and go away. I will take away, and none shall rescue him. I will go and return to my place, till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. Man, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Yes,
truth.
indeed. Yes,
Indeed, that's truth.
1,000%. We definitely coming to seek the power of our fathers. because we realized that they ain't there's nothing else,
Man,
ain't nothing left, ain't nothing
right.
else, you know. And I hate to say it like that, like that. Oh well, nothing else. But I mean, no, I mean that's what we was originally meant for in the beginning.
Hmm.
But you know, we've taken the time to go and seek everything else and try to sum up everything else, and nothing has worked. Everything has failed, and so in this day and time, here we are returning to the understanding of these texts, of this text. You know, you got brothers all over the country right now in this book, reading, trying to gain understanding, trying to break down knowledge and edify people. You know, not just here in the U.S., but I mean all over. You know,
Hmm.
today, tomorrow, the Sabbath, you got droves of Israelites returning to the knowledge. Uh, you know, keeping the way, doing their devotions and singing songs and reading the scripts and all of this. So, we understand these things and it's in us. You know, the Most High placed it in us. We certainly couldn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, you just it don't work that way. You know, the Most High had to put it inside of you for you to be diligent, because you could try anything, for a span, for a little while, but to be diligent and to drive forward, that's got to be in you. So,
Hmm.
especially when things start separating and people start looking at you crazy and talking about you, and I talked about the folks in the church talking about somebody that went and got immersed into got baptized into something else. Like, brother, you know what you
Right.
saying?
The truth is so foreign for them, though. You know what I
Right,
mean? It don't look right to them,
right,
because we've been
exactly.
fed these lies like our whole life, you
Right,
know.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, and
absolutely.
I'm definitely not condoning it, because if
Right,
I don't know, I should sit down and listen.
right, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that's another thing too, because without the knowledge, without the wisdom of this book, our people have proven to be completely and utterly lost. And this is from a well-known pastor in Little Rock. This was in that situation, and I'm not mad. I'm not saying this, not bringing this up because, yeah, speaking of my name, and he didn't even say my name, from what I understand. But it definitely was said, and people were like, "I know who that is." So it was ironic because you go from right there in the church in the pulpit, you know, trying to call yourself, bring a word out here and there, and now you like turn from that and start following what's the real, what you understand to be the real, and that's the
Hmm.
people following after this book. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see that there. So of course, my heart was always in it. So I'm gonna go to where I think it's being done. And
Hmm.
once you get a taste of it, you're like, "Psh, I gotta come back. I can't be gone. I can't just just a little sample and move on." I'm like, Psh. But yeah, let's continue here. All right.
All right. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6. The response to the powers rebuke, verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. In the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. Hallelujah. I don't even have to
Uh,
break that down. You know what I mean? The
yeah.
third day rising up,
Oh, kind. Yeah. I wonder, is this them talking? Is this like the Northern Kingdom? Or is this them thinking this gonna be the case? Or yeah, let's
Mm.
continue. Cause
All
I'm
right.
interested now. They got me real me in on that one.
Okay. Verse 3. Then shall we know, if we follow on to know Yahweh. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and form a rain unto the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto you? O Yehuda, what shall I do unto you? For your goodness is as a morning cloud, and as the early dew, it goeth away.
huh,
Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and your judge and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of the power, the knowledge of the Most High, more than burnt offerings. You
right,
know,
right.
obedience is better than
Better
sacrifice.
than
You
a
know,
sacrifice. Yes,
yep.
indeed.
And he, he wanted mercy. And
Right,
we weren't doing anything. You just remember what we were reading about all of those northern kings and how they were just, it was normal just to kill someone.
right. It's
So
awful.
much
It's
blood
terrible.
shed.
Yeah, treachery. Just it's all manner of just whew, craziness. Just
Come,
yeah.
all right. Verse 7. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. There, there have they dealt treacherously against me. Gilead is a city of them that worketh iniquity, and is polluted with blood. Man, yeah.
Right.
Before I even read it, I already knew what he was talking because
God.
we covered this. You know what I mean? We
Right.
saw,
Yeah.
we read it.
Right. Yeah. It really make a lot more sense when you as deep as we are, with what we've gone through already, what we read through already. And man, as we continue, it's like it's just compounding basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just adding to the understanding. So it's
Come,
definitely a barakah.
hallelujah.
Indeed.
Uh, Verse 9. And as troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of priests murder in the way of by consent, for they commit lewdness. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is the whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. Lewdness now is the norm. It's what we
Oh
see every time we turn on the social
man,
media.
walk
Uh,
outside.
yeah, indeed, it's the
Man,
norm.
terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Verse 10.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, 11 actually.
Oh, verse 11. Also, O Yehuda, he have set a harvest for you when I return the captivity of my people.
Whew, we were waiting
Mm,
for that return of that captivity. Not return as
indeed.
in come again, but the return actually is like the breaking. As a matter of fact, let's go back one. Let's take a look at that. Uh, let's take a look at how that's. Actually, I think it'd be easier to look at it here. Yeah, we can do this. See, it'd be easier. Harvest. I will return this word. All right, let's go back to. Let's go the other way. Salakia. Get rid of that. And shoot.
Shoo.
To
Mm,
return, turn back. Yeah, turn back. To turn back that captivity. That's what it's saying. It's not saying like to return in the sense of come again, but to go backwards on it. So that means bring you out when he bring us out of that captivity.
yeah,
So
kind of.
yeah,
That word "shu" almost
uh,
reminds me of teshuba.
shoot.
Uh, teshuba means to repent.
Oh, con. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of that, that's probably the root. I would venture to
Mm-hmm.
say. Let's go back to that one more time here. I'm glad you said that. I bet you that's what sub primitive primitive root reference. And don't give it to us. Don't give it to us. Return 391 times again, 248 times, turn 123 times, back 65 times, away 56 times, uh, recompense 8 times. Yeah, usually it give us the root, but it didn't. And just say a primitive root. Okay, let's continue. So finish this on up.
All right. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7. Ephraim's iniquity, verse 1. When I would have healed Israel, Then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria, for they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without. And they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beat them, have beset them about. They are before my face. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies. They are all adulterers, as an oven heated by the baker, who ceaseth from raising after he hath kneaded the dough until it be leavened. In the day of our king, the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretcheth out his hand and scorners. He stretcheth out his hand with scorners. For they have made ready their heart like an oven, whilst they lie in wait. Their baker sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flaming fire. They are all hot as an oven,
Mm.
and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me.
Slakia, that's kind of ironic. That's like three oven references at the top of this chapter.
Hmm. Indeed.
I'm like, what is that oven talking about? Because that's ironic for it to name to say oven literally three times in the first seven verses. The verse, consider this was not like a tenor, tenor, tenor,
To newer, I
tenor,
believe. Newer.
tenor, tenor. Yeah, it literally is reference. Oh, Most High's wrath, His
Hmm.
furnace. Oh, that's why it's representing the oven. Talking about his hunger. I mean his hunger,
Hmm.
his wrath, his anger.
Hmm.
Okay, kind. Let's continue.
All right.
No, we
Verse,
did we
let's
did read
see.
seven, didn't we? Yeah, kind.
Yeah, come.
Okay.
Verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yea, gray hairs are here and there upon him, yet he knoweth not. And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face, and they do not return to Yahweh their power, nor seek him for all this.
Kind.
If,
So, Slacky, I'm going to interrupt
mm-hmm,
here. Strangers have devoured his strength, and he know it not. Yea,
mm-hmm,
gray hairs are here and there upon him, yet he knoweth not. So even though he's up in age, up in years, he's still like he's saying they don't have any wisdom, even though they look like people of wisdom, they don't have any, they're not using any wisdom.
okay,
Yeah. Okay, let's continue there. That stood out to me a little bit.
indeed,
Yeah.
verse 11. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Mizraim, they go to Assyria. Hmm.
All right.
When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the Shemaim. I will chastise them as their congregation hath heard. Woe unto them, for they have fled me, they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. And they have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds, they assembled themselves for corn and wine, and they rebelled against me. Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me. They return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Mizraim.
Wow.
Yah have mercy.
Yes, indeed. Whew. Yeah, this is quite a read here. This book of Hosea. This is the first time I've literally read through the entire book. Where we're halfway through it, and we'll finish the rest of it tomorrow. Really could do it tonight, but we'll finish it tomorrow. It's we only an hour in, which is a short
Oh
book.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
God.
short book. I mean, it's the chapters are short. It's really not, but we'll finish it up tomorrow. But let's go into our final thoughts here. I'll pick up on that. Um, lots of where here it is. I'm looking for my banners. I'm sorry, Slacky. Lots of nuances. Interesting nuances through this book here of Book of Hosea, and not just limiting it to the Northern Kingdom, even though it is mentioning the Northern Kingdom, Israel, uh, referencing Ephraim directly, but it's also referencing Yehuda as well, and the going off of Yehuda. Um, and it begins with the in the days of Uzziah, Yatham, and King Hezekiah,
Hmm.
king of Yehuda, and Jeroboam. In the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. So, you know, it's not just covering uh, one side of it. The northern side of it is covering the south kingdom as well, the southern kingdom, I should say. So all of us have, and all these years later, I mean, this was before Hamashiach was on the earth as Hamashiach. You know, this is before that time. So there's been a lot of time that has transpired since then, from then to now, and I mean, we've gone even further than we had previous to that. So, we read in the book of Kings, we read in the book of Chronicles, we've seen the doings of our people at that time. Last week we read the book of Daniel. We saw the southern kingdom carried away into Babylon and um, the situations that they faced. And we'll continue reading as we get into more of the exports of the whole nation, not just the northern kingdom but the whole nation of Israel. So, um, but man, yeah, some of this is difficult. It's difficult
Hmm.
because it really gets into the uh,
I'm, I'm
man
I'm I'm
folly.
I'm glad we went here though,
Yeah,
because for a while, we read first and second Malik, and well, Aleph and Bet Malik, and we were like, okay, well, in the Bri Hayamim,
right.
Aleph and Bet, we figured that we were going to get exactly what these kings were doing,
Mhm.
what these people were doing, but it's almost like we're getting the story here in the book of the prophets. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like a more descriptive. I don't know. It's just more descriptive of exactly what was going on.
right.
Minus some of the names.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And that book of Hosea, it doesn't pick up like right where things started going wrong. You mean like things where the kingdom was already split when he began receiving the word from the Most High.
mhm,
Uh, so I don't know. That's something that I'm just taking it all in, and I'm
right,
sure I'll be thinking about this the rest of the night. You know what I
right.
mean?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting through to the end of it, and we got to get our reading plan together so we can, get through the rest of some of these other books, and
Hmm.
you know, and finish up because we're really close to being completed. I mean, we'll be finished with this half of it. What's called the Torah. What we've done the Torah, the Tanakh, is where we are now. So we'll have this portion completed within the next few months, probably 3 months. So
Hmm.
about 3 months, maybe four. But we'll definitely have this portion completed, and then we'll just have the Brit Hadashah, the APOC as well, and then the Brit Hadashah to complete. So, um, and the goal is not just to read through the books. I mean, honestly, the goal is to be edified and to learn. And I definitely feel like we're doing that, and we're picking up on some things. Because, like I said, I've not taken the time to read verbatim, word for word, line. verse for verse, all the book like we're doing now. And it's been it's definitely a Barracuda to me. Some
Indeed,
of this
me as
on
well,
this
my
book.
brother.
Oh yes,
Uh,
indeed. Yes.
something else I
Oh, go ahead. Uh oh.
uh
Okay.
you
Okay.
know I it's we see that the Most High doesn't do anything for without a purpose.
Right.
You and I have, for some reason, we talked about wanting to get into this word like from the start before, but the Most High uh put it in our hearts to go ahead and do it, and that's all you got to do is start to do it. But I say all that to say that I feel like this is for a purpose. Like we're becoming better versed with this. It's not for no reason. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's for a reason. So, all praises to the Most High, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I love you.
I love you too, man.
I thank the Most High for continuing to cover us. And,
Right. Right.
whatever He has in store for me, man, His will be done.
Yeah.
It's like he's prepping us for it now, and you know, I'm sure I'm gonna look back on this like at some point and be like, man, that's why me and my aunt got into this. This is
Kind,
why,
kind. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Most definitely. I definitely feel you on that, and I love you back. It's a barakah to have a brother. You know what I'm saying? To be as good of a brother as you are, and man, it's just all praise to the Most High. For all that He's doing and all that He has done and continues to do as we continue to study and be edified. Uh, so with that, we give Kahalal Yahuwah Bahashem Yahushua Hamashiach. You can put Yahweh in there if you like, but it's saying the same thing. So,
God, God.
and we're going to conclude with the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. That is to the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Always remember that in the conclusion of the matter is that we fear the Most High and keep His commandments because this is the whole reason for man. This is why man was made. And at the end of everything, at the end of it all, we must always fear the Most High and keep His commandments because this is what man was made for. I'm your Akazaki Yahoo, joined by my most esteemed Mark Akinanaya. We give all praise, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom, Wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together, and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant. Until that day, shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom, family.